Well, yeah, thank you very much, Coyote, for that question. As I outlined this, I outlined it earlier, and I told you, security challenges within the area is not just about headers. It's also about inter-community clashes. You also have operations of gangs and cults, and then you have those who are trying to come and take over the mineral resources of the area.
Yeah, I understand that very well. I'm talking about this particular attack in Kwande. Was it by herders, as has been said, by the people themselves?
Yes, that's from when we went there, went on ground. That's the report we got from those, because we have people on ground who are also checking what is happening. We have security operatives on the ground. And what the reports the people gave them when they began to run away from their community was it was herders that attacked them. But now what we're talking about, which is what we discovered, is some miners and some people who are criminals are using the shield of herders sometimes to also perpetrate this kind of instability in the place and cause mayhem in the area. Now, what is happening within the area, particularly, what the DG of Homeland Security was talking about was the exaggeration and overblown out of proportion of some of these reports that come. For instance, you have a situation where you are called that about 50 people have died. Then you go in there to check, and then you write, one person dying is bad enough. Two people dying is bad enough. But then why would you exaggerate a number and call a number that is out of proportion? I mean, that's what he was trying to talk about.
Fair enough. So how many people died from a government account? Just to be clear from your side, how many people died in this Kwande attack? That's from the government
Well, I said
side.
the last count we talked about, we haven't had more than 5 people that have been counted on the ground from the reports we have from security on the ground, which is, of course, bad enough. But the truth is, why the blowing out of proportion? That's the question. People go online and begin to say things that are not correct, trying to hide the effort that His Excellency and the people of Benue State are making to have peace restored in that area. That's the question we've been asking time and again.
Mr. Yopev,
people go on the internet.
Mr. Yopev, would you be capturing the situation accurately if you said that people are blowing it out of proportion? Now, I'm going to put that.
Of course, I will be.
I'll put that in proper context. Agatu local government, for instance. Agatu local government, for instance, has been constantly attacked in Benue State in the last decade. Gwe East, Gwe West has also been experiencing attack consistently. A few weeks ago, we had conversations with certain persons that are internally displaced persons in Benue State, and they say that they're not even safe in their IDP camps in Benue State, that they experience attacks in their IDP camps. And you started this conversation by saying that the state government is not overwhelmed. Would that be true if you considered the constant spate of attacks that we've been seeing in Benue State? Some would ask, which part of Benue is safe after all?
Every part of Benue is safe. Everywhere you go in Benue is safe. Now, as I told you before, security is not absolute. There is nowhere you have perfect security and 100% security. Not in the UK, not in Nigeria, not in the US, not anywhere. Now, what we're trying to talk about is His Excellency inherited 12 years of instability and fightings and killings. And that has dropped drastically. He said it time and again, and even last week he mentioned this. Before His Excellency came on board, you heard killings of 50, 60, 100, you heard killings of this. It's not as if any number is good enough, but that has been dropped drastically.